News Channel 20, this is breaking news.
We are tracking breaking news out of Chatham tonight. Witnesses say a Jeep has crashed through the Why Not outdoor summer and after-school camp building. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. Right now, a horrific scene. Multiple police agencies, including Illinois State Police, are responding to the after-school program in Chatham.
Yeah, and we are bringing you team coverage tonight. We start with News Channel 20's Emily Jordan with what we know right now. Emily.
We're standing right outside the Chatham Police Department waiting for more information. We've seen several police departments have all responded to a crash in Chatham on Breckenridge Road. We're waiting for police to start the press conference any moment now. We saw teachers running to help on the scene, and witnesses say they've seen a hole in the building. Live in Chatham, I'm Emily Jordan. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Emily. As she mentioned, people rushing out of the building. Right now, there is that reunification. Families are reuniting with their children at a nearby church.
That's right, the Chatham Baptist Church. And we continue our team coverage now with News Channel 20's Monique Davis, who is live at the scene. Monique, what can you tell us?
That's right. I am standing on the street of Breckenridge and Walnut, and the entire street is blocked off. Now I'm going to step to the side so that you could take a look. When I got here around 4:30, there were more than 10 police cars here. Almost 30 minutes later, and more are still coming. The Illinois State Police, the Chatham Police, and the fire department are currently out here. Yellow tape has been put up to make sure no one passes a certain point. The police department is blocking off each major intersection and redirecting traffic. Assisting police departments were not able to give me any additional information, but the Chatham Baptist Church will be the reunification point for families who have children at the Why Not building. Now, community members are standing at the gas station. They're standing at the assisted living space right here. And they're also standing way on the other corner over there to see what's going on. And that's all I have for now. Back to you in the studio.
All right, thanks, Monique. We are waiting for a press conference. We will bring that to you live any moment with the Chatham Police Department. Stay with News Channel 20 as we continue to track the latest developments in the crash on air and on our website, newschannel20.com. We want to go back to that breaking news we brought you at the top of the hour, where a Jeep reportedly drove through a building that houses after-school program in Chatham.
Yes, we're going to go out live to the deputy chief of the Chatham Police Department right now, who is giving News Channel 20 the information of what he knows right now.
Deputy Chief Scott Tarter with the Chatham Police Department. Unfortunately, this evening, I'm standing in front of you to give you updated information regarding the tragic loss of multiple lives here in Chatham this afternoon. At approximately 3:20 p.m., Chatham Police personnel, along with Chatham Fire and multiple outside agencies, responded to the Why Not after-school camp, which is an after-school type daycare located at 301 Breckenridge Road here in Chatham. That is the scene where a vehicle drove into the east side of the building. The vehicle struck multiple persons outside of the building before continuing through the building and exiting out on the west side of the structure. At this time, we can confirm that there are 4 fatalities, 3 that were struck outside of the building before the vehicle entered, and 1 inside. Several patients have been transferred to local area hospitals by ambulance and 1 by life flight helicopter. The driver and sole occupant of the vehicle was uninjured and transported to an area hospital for evaluation. The Chatham Baptist Church at 1500 East Walnut Street in Chatham is the reunification point for families. And right now, traffic on Walnut Street in between Park Street and Gordon Drive will remain closed until further notice. That's all I have right now.
We are still tracking that horrific crash in Chatham that left 4 people dead, multiple people injured, we now know. Right now, a reunification site is being set up at a nearby church.
And we continue our team coverage now with News Channel 20's Monique Davis, who joins us live from the scene of where this happened. Monique?
That's right. I'm still standing on the street of Breckenridge and Walnut, and it is still completely blocked off. Now I'm going to step to the side so that you can see. They have police cars as far down as 3 blocks. A vehicle hit the east side of the Why Not building, home to an after-school program. There were 4 fatalities, and 3 of them were outside and were struck before the vehicle hit the building. Several people were taken to the hospital, and 1 was taken by airlift. The driver was not injured. The Illinois State Police, the Chatham Police, and the fire department are currently out here. Yellow tape has been put up to make sure no one passes a certain point. As some emergency vehicles were leaving, more were pulling in. The police department is blocking off each major intersection and redirecting traffic. Now the Chatham Baptist Church will still be the reunification point for families who have children at the Why Not building. Now community members are still standing outside at each intersection trying to see what's going on, and that's all we have for you. Back to you in the studio.
All right, well, stay with News Channel 20 as we continue to track the latest developments on this crash, both on air and our website, newschannel20.com. And of course, it's a small community, so everybody involved is obviously just very scared right now. Continue to watch it on air and online with us here at News Channel 20.
This is a live look in Chatham of the scene of the Why Not After School program, where a car drove through the building. 4 people killed, 3 outside, 1 inside the building. There also are reports of several injuries.
Several injuries, 1 life-flighted, 4 fatalities. We know that the person who was driving the vehicle at the time has been taken to the hospital for evaluation, according to Chatham Police.
Yes.
Again, a small community
and we have
a scary situation.
We will keep you updated over on our News Channel 20 at 6. We'll see you then.
Good night.
From News Channel 20, this is breaking news.
At this time, we can confirm that there are 4 fatalities, 3 that were struck outside of the building before the vehicle entered, and 1 inside.
We are tracking breaking news out of Chatham tonight, where 4 people have been killed after a driver crashed into the building of an after-school program. Thanks for joining us. Right now, multiple police agencies, including Illinois State Police, they're still on the scene. This is at that Why Not outdoor summer and after-school camp building. It's in Chatham.
Yeah, we are bringing you team coverage tonight. We start with News Channel 20's Emily Jordan, who is live at the police department. What we have learned in the last hour. Emily?
Here's what we know so far about the crash that happened in Chatham. At 3:20 p.m., a vehicle hit the east side of the Why Not building at 301 Breckenridge Road in Chatham. The building is a home of an after-school camp. The vehicle went all the way through the building and exited the west side. There are 4 fatalities. 3 of those were outside and were struck before the vehicle entered the building. 1 was inside. Several people were taken to area hospitals by ambulance, and 1 was taken by helicopter. Here's what we know so far about the driver of the vehicle. Chatham Police told me she was taken to an area hospital for observation. Reporting live, I'm Emily Jordan. Back to you.
Thanks, Emily. And as we've reported, 4 fatalities. Right now, we do not know the ages of those deaths. Right now, a reunification site still up at a nearby church, but the scene very, very active.
Yeah, and we continue our team coverage now with News Channel 20's Monique Davis, who is live at still the very active scene over there on Breckenridge Road. Monique?
That's right. I am standing on the street of Breckenridge and Walnut, and it is completely shut down. They have police cars going as far as 3 blocks down. Now I'm going to step to the side so that you could take a look. Emotions were running super high as community members were gathering at the nearest gas station and nearest centers to get a feel of what was happening. Some community members are still standing at the corner of Breckenridge to see what's going on. The Illinois State Police, the Chatham Police, and the fire department are currently out here. Yellow tape has been put up to make sure no one passes a certain point. As some emergency vehicles were leaving, more were pulling in. Now, when I first arrived, there were dozens of first responders on the scene. The Chatham Baptist Church will be the reunification point for families who have children at the Why Not building. Now, we will continue to bring you more coverage on this. Reporting live in Chatham, I'm Monique Davis. Back to you.
Thanks for that update, Monique. Governor Pritzker responding to this devastating crash tonight, saying in part, quote, "My administration is closely monitoring the crash in Chatham. As we continue to learn more, please follow the guidance of all local authorities." Let's wrap our arms around the community tonight as we receive updates on this situation.
Stay with News Channel 20 as we continue to track the latest developments in this crash, both on air and our website, newschannel20.com.
And right now, traffic on Walnut Street in between Park Street and Gordon Drive will remain closed until further notice.
That was the deputy chief speaking to us about the latest on this. Multiple police agencies, including Illinois State Police, still on the scene at that Why Not outdoor summer and after school camp building in Chatham.
Yeah, we continue our breaking news coverage with News Channel 20's Monique Davis, who is live at the scene. Monique.
That's right. I'm still standing on the street of Breckenridge and Walnut Road, and it's still completely shut down with police cars as far as 3 blocks down. Now I'm going to take a step to the side so that you can see it. Emotions were running high as community members were gathering at the nearest gas station and nearby centers to get a feel of what was happening. Some community members are still standing at the corner of Breckenridge to see what's going on. The Illinois State Police, the Chatham Police, and the fire department are currently out here. Yellow tape has been put up to make sure no one passes a certain point. Now, when I arrived, there were dozens of first responders on the scene. The Chatham Baptist Church will be the reunification point for families who have children at the Why Not building, and we will continue to bring you more coverage on this issue. Reporting live in Chatham, I'm Monique Davis. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Monique. And keep in mind, this is a residential neighborhood. You can see the homes there by that Why Not building. It looks like a pole barn. Stay with News Channel 20 as we continue to track the latest developments on this crash, both on air and on our website, newschannel20.com.
We have an officer at the hospital with this, I'm going to call him a suspect at this time because that's clearly what they are. An arrest and any charges at this time, I can't confirm that.
That's the deputy chief in Chatham talking about the driver of a vehicle of that horrific crash in Chatham that on the scene of the Why Not. That's that building that is an outdoor kind of summer camp, but also holds after school programming in Chatham.
Again, we know there's fatalities. We do not know the ages of those who have passed. News Channel 20 Emily Jordan is live at the police department with more on this tragic situation. Emily?
We're live in Chatham where around 3:20 p.m. a vehicle hit the east side of the Why Not building at 301 Breckenridge Road in Chatham. We know that there are 4 fatalities. Police just updated me that those victims are all between the ages of 4 and 18 years old. Three of those fatalities were outside and were struck before the vehicle entered the building. That building is the home of an after-school camp. The vehicle went all the way through the building and exited the west side. Another fatality was inside. Several people were taken to area hospitals by ambulance, one by helicopter. And here's what we know about the driver of the vehicle. Chatham Police told me she was taken to an area hospital for observation. They told me she's currently being supervised by Chatham Police. We don't have any updates of charges at this time. Reporting live in Chatham, I'm Emily Jordan. Back to you.
Boy, thank you, Emily. And now we know ages 4 to 18 of those fatalities, 4 people killed in that devastating crash. Stay with News Channel 20 as we continue to track the latest developments, both in this crash, on air, online, small community, newschannel20.com.
We now know the victims' ages 4 through 18 years old in this horrific crash. We'll have much more coming up
tonight when we see you at 9 and 10. Now for a breaking news update, we're learning the SUV involved in the deadly crash in Chatham has been removed from the scene. This happened just about an hour ago.
Now the scene, it's in Chatham on Breckenridge Road. The building is the home of an after-school camp. A nearby church was used as a reunification site for families picking up their kids.
Here's what we know so far. 4 girls between the ages of 4 and 18 have been pronounced dead. 3 of them were outside of the building at the time of the crash, 1 inside.
Several people were taken to the hospital by ambulance, with 1 person having to be airlifted by helicopter. The driver was not injured, but was taken to the hospital for observation.
Yeah, our team remains on the scene tonight following the fatal crash at that Chatham after-school program. News Channel 20 Spencer Davis joins us now with what the community is doing to show its support.
It's been an emotional day here in Chatham throughout today and into tonight. Local organizations, along with state and federal officials, have continued to share their support for the community through social media. Community members have been showing their support for the families in schools by sharing a red ribbon along with Chatham Strong throughout social media. I spoke with a local business owner about what they'll be doing. Tomorrow morning, Scoop du Jour will be hosting a community event tomorrow at 11 with free food to offer support. And also, this just in. This is from Ball Chatham School District. Students are not being provided any assignments, and our focus is on social and emotional support for students, faculty, and families regarding their e-learning day tomorrow. They also say, quote, counselors will be available at Glenwood Middle School tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. Students, families, community members, and staff can seek support and help. Appointments are not needed, and you can go to GMS at any time throughout the day. And again, that coming from Ball Chatham School District as the community continues to mourn. Now, Glenwood High School is also asking for people to wear red tomorrow in support for the people affected by the crash. But for now, that's all I have from Chatham. Reporting live, I'm Spencer Davis. Back to you.
Thanks, Spencer. Governor J.B. Pritzker issuing a statement saying in part, quote, our community lost a group of bright and innocent young people with their whole lives ahead of them, end quote.
To see the governor's full statement as well as our full coverage from throughout the day, head over to our website, newschannel20.com.
Welcome back. We are still on the scene of a deadly crash that claimed the lives of 4 girls at the Why Not daycare in Chatham.
Our Spencer Davis joins us now to break down everything we know so far about today's events. Spencer?
This tragic event happened earlier this afternoon here in Chatham. What we know so far, 4 are dead, all of them being girls aged 4 to 18 years old. 3 of them were struck outside while 1 was killed inside. This was a Jeep that crashed into the Why Not after school program. There were other injuries as well, with 1 being airlifted to the hospital. The community has come together recently to provide some coping mechanisms, just ways to heal. At Glenwood High School tomorrow at 10 a.m., there's going to be a supply drive to help those that are grieving, coloring books, snacks, and other items to help cope or encourage and are being accepted as well. The driver is uninjured. They were taken to the hospital for evaluation. There will not be school assignments tomorrow. It's an e-learning day, but Ball Chatham District reached out to us and told us that there would not be any pressure to complete assignments that day. And as of 10:11, the portion of Walnut Street that was closed from Park Avenue to Gordon Drive has reopened. So this scene behind us, again, they've contained it to the Why Not building. But that's all we know for right now. Reporting live in Chatham, I'm Spencer Davis. Back to you.
Spencer, thank you. We'll continue to update you on this story on our social media accounts and our website. Just head over to newschannel20.com for the latest details. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch more videos from News Channel 20.